Hey Fleek family, and welcome back to the channel. I want to talk about something that most resellers will walk straight past, and it's actually costing you money. That is accessories. Bags, belts, sunglasses, caps and hats. The small stuff that people usually skip in the charity shops because they're not really sure what they're actually looking for, or they just don't feel like the profit margins are really there for these items. So today I'm going to show you how accessories can really genuinely outperform pieces of clothing in your vintage shop. I'm going to show you how I source, how I check the condition, and how I price for consistent profit. Let's get into it. So the biggest question is, can accessories outperform pieces of clothing on platforms like Depop, Vinted and eBay? So here's the truth. Accessories will not replace your whole inventory, so that's something to bear in mind. Some clothing pieces that you do have will always outsell them. That's absolutely fine, but here's what accessories can do that clothing can't. The first top tip is that accessories stand alone. And what this essentially means is that they are staple key items in your shop. They're like statement pieces. A great vintage bag does not necessarily need you to build an outfit around it. It will actually sell based off what it looks like and on its own merit. So that means that there's less time styling, there's less time worrying about the photographs, which means that you can convert those sales faster. The second thing is the demand for accessories. Bags, belts, and sunglasses are some of the most actively searched categories on Depop and Vinted right now. People know what they want, they search for it, and then they buy it. And the best part about this is there's no does this fit anxiety when buying. The third thing is the cost advantage of accessories. You can usually pick up a vintage or a designer handbag for much less than what you'd pay for a statement leather jacket, for example. That means the entry price is lower, which means that your margin price is higher if you price it right. Last point, which is the fourth point I'm going to make, is that you can't replicate these pieces on the high street. So things like a leather chunky belt with a brass buckle, Y2K structured handbag, designer pair of sunglasses, and these will have their longevity as well. They've got that cool factor as well that most fast fashion brands just cannot maintain. So no, accessories will not be the anchor to your business, but they will improve your margins, they'll speed up your turnover, and also they'll give your shop a nice niche distinctive look. This leads me to talk about categories that you need to know right now. These are the categories on the screen right now that I'm going to point you towards. So that's bags, belts, hats, caps, sunglasses, ties, and of these categories, I would say that bags, belts, and ties, for me right now with my personal brand, is where I spend the most time looking and sourcing for stock. Bags are probably your biggest opportunity right now for things like structured handbags, leather tote bags, just normal tote bags, especially anything that's got that really nice Y2K or 90s feel about it. Brands like BHS, Monsoon, Accessorize, anything unbranded that you just know is vintage as well, or leather structured quality to it. This will all perform so well on platforms like Depop and Vinted. They're underrated on the charity shop shelf, but very, very searchable online. So yeah, if you can find anything like this in the charity shops, it's got that really unique feel to it. This is from the 90s. This is going to do really well online. So yeah, anything like this that you can get your hands on, give it a whirl and see if you can make a profit. So I'm going to talk about belts. Now, belts are brilliant. I think that they're one of the most underrated accessories, and there's usually a lot of people looking for that Western feel as well. So anything with a really nice chunky buckle does really well. The reason why people buy these is because they're universal, they're unisex, anyone can wear these. There's also no sizing drama as long as you just measure the length of the item as well. Usually there's no fit issues, and you can literally puncture in new holes, for example. So if it doesn't quite fit, the buyer can usually do that and rework it so it will fit eventually. Dead stock belts with their original tags and packaging do so well, especially if you can get multiple of them all at once. You can buy them from wholesale. Caps and hats are worth picking up, but you have to pick up the right ones, okay? So I would recommend that you search for branded hats, sourcing branded caps, branded hats, anything with a really 90s quirky print. For example, I have this hat right here. It's unique. It even goes with my outfit, but it's unique, it's different. It's got a really nice patchwork print all over it, and that's why it's going to sell, because I'm sure you can't buy this anywhere else. The thing I would say as well is look out for badges on caps. So for example, this one is Timberland. It also has the brand inside here, so you've got the tag here, and then you've also got the really nice buckle on the back with the logo on it, and you've also got this amazing badge on the front. So that's going to sell well because it's branded. It's bear in mind when you are sourcing, don't just buy any caps and hats. Try and buy stuff that has a brand in it, or it just genuinely is vintage and you can't buy it anywhere else. And usually these can sell for a higher price point as well. With that said, sunglasses are completely similar. Nobody wants to buy a cheap pair of plastic sunglasses. They can get them off the high street. So I would say if you are looking to buy sunglasses, look for Ray-Bans. These are Ray-Bans. Got that really nice green tinted. They're quite unique, and usually these are going to sell better. Stick ones, and then you've also got something like this where it's kind of given 70s groovy vibes. So yeah, these ones are really unique as well. Similarly, I also have the yellow pair as well, so chunky details there. Some of these you can get from Urban Outfitters, so make sure that you do look out for the Urban Outfitters ones as well, because even though they're technically not vintage, they just do really well with reselling. So from my experience, like with ties, for example, I have sold so many over the years on Depop, and they still sell for me really well. I've still got a beautiful collection of ties. Literally anything that's got this really cute pattern on it. I've got the Looney Tunes tag there on the back as well. This would be 1990s vintage, and anything with like a nice silk. I would avoid polyester if you can. They're not the highest margin, hence why I've said if you want to try and buy these, I would recommend that you do buy them as a job lot. So you can just buy them for £1 or 50p. That's much better because the margins on them are really, really low. So, you know, I'm selling ties for £5 or £7 or a tenner. That's pretty much the maximum that it goes. Obviously, if you've got designer ones, they will sell for a higher profit, but it's not guaranteed to find those every single time. So just bear that in mind if you want to actually add these into your shop. Now with ties, they don't actually sit very long. That's why I really like them, because they sell so fast, especially if you've got a lot of them and you price them really cheaply. They just fly off the rails, and that can be really good if you're first starting out on platforms like Depop and Vinted, and you need to make those quick sales to gain those reviews to get buyer trust. Now that brings me on to talk about the sourcing and the quality of these accessories. So the question is, what should I be looking for? This is the bit that matters the most, because the wrong pieces will actually cost you more money than you actually earn. These are the categories that I want you to write down and actually look out for when you're in charity shops, car boot sales, and even sourcing wholesale online. Y2K and 90s pieces are outperforming most categories, most eras right now. They're really in demand and a lot of buyers are shopping for them. Basically anything with a structured silhouette or a really nice hardware material, a logo, a brand, anything like that is going to move really quickly. Dead stock items as well. So this is like items that are new with the tags. You can buy these online in a wholesale bundle. If you can get hold of these are gold, and they will actually make you a higher profit as well. Don't overlook those pieces in the charity shops, because usually they're the ones that are going to make you a really nice profit. More broadly now, just look for things in charity shops that you can't buy on the high streets. That's the case, pick them up, because they will be sought after and there will be a market there for it. If it's got that "where did you buy it from" quality, it's worth a closer look. This is moving on to quality standards now. So basically what I'm going to talk about now is materials. Denim, leather, and cotton are your best friend when it comes to accessories, or soft suede as well, because these materials will last a long time, they photograph really well, and buyers are already searching for them. For bags, hats, and belts specifically, I would try and buy grade A items always. You don't want something that's cracking unless you can obviously restore it. Grade A basically means that it will be no scuffs, no damages, you haven't got to fix it, they're ready to photograph and they're ready to list. Here's my reselling top tip for you, and this is my golden rule if you're first starting out as a reseller. Don't buy below grade A unless you exactly know how to restore these pieces. If it needs significant work, leave it unless you know exactly what you're doing and know how to fix it. If restoration is genuinely your thing, go for it. Quickly now is quick condition checks. How do I check vintage? I'm going to tell you. For bags, you need to check the hinges and the zips first. Open it, close it, and test every zip, and then run your hand along the base of the bag. That's where bags wear the fastest. So, you know, when people are placing them down on the floor, check the corners, check the strap attachments, check the lining for stains as well. Ensure that everything aligns with your values and know that, yes, this is the piece I want to take home with me and resell it. If it has one little mark inside the bag, that's usually fine. You can usually get that out in the wash if you hand wash it. For leather belts, we are going to check everything. So we're going to flex it slightly. If the leather's cracked or feels brittle, just put it back. Good leather should feel supple. Just check the holes aren't stretched and that the buckle mechanism works cleanly. Checked it well, and it actually is a really good grade A belt. Put it in your basket and take it home. Now for sunglasses, what I recommend that you do is that you check the lenses for scratches by holding them up to the light at an angle. Test that both arms are straight and the hinges are working and that they are tight as well. So yeah, that's my recommendation to you right now if you are looking to source these pieces. I know about all these pieces now, but where do we actually pick these up from and where can we source them from? So for sourcing, what I recommend that you do is go out to charity shops, car boot sales or handpick, or even do video call handpicks as well. And what I want you to do is literally pick the item up and hold it in your hands and test it, turn it around and actually feel the quality of it before you invest your money into it. Like I say, video handpicks are great if you've got somebody on the other end and actually showing you the pieces and you can ask them what's the quality like before you obviously buy it. That said, bundles of items from wholesale suppliers do genuinely work well. You can actually go onto the Fleek app. I will drop a link in the description below for you to check it out today and start shopping exact bundles for accessories, and you'll be able to find thousands of bundles on the app and loads of sellers that are actually stocking these items for you. And if you can't find what you're looking for, you can even put in a demand as well. I'm telling you now that if you can see the quality of the garment before you buy it, you're going to be investing your money into something really good. Bought a bundle from Creed. I'm going to put it on the screen. I bought Western chain belts and these came in perfect condition. These were amazing. This was actually exact bundle. Most of them sold out so quickly, so I have one left out of that bundle. You can find stuff like this on Fleek, so definitely give it a whirl and let me know how you get on. I'll drop a link in the description so you can go and download the Fleek app today. You can find us on desktop or on mobile and start shopping today. Key thing to take away is that you need to buy stuff that's going to sell out straight away. All right, moving on to my results and my numbers. We're going to get into this really quickly. I'm going to show you what's possible from my shop, Retro Clothes Shop. I'm going to show you exactly how much I've paid per piece and how much I've sold it for. I buy from Fleek Vintage Wholesale, but I've also shopped with charity shops and car boot sales over the years. So this exact bundle of belts, and I think I paid £5 each for them, but I was selling them for like £15 profit, which was really good. I bought a wholesale job lot of ties from a car boot sale. These, I think I paid £5 for the entire bag, and I think I got around 50 ties. And I was selling these for literally anywhere between like £8 to £10. Some of them went for a fiver, but majority of them went for a really, really nice profit. So that was really good. The thing I would say is bags. I usually buy these from charity shops because I can feel the quality of them. I've sold so many handbags over the years, so I will just show you exactly. Most of them I get from £1 charity shops. So yeah, anywhere between £1 to £3, and then I was making profit like this on the handbags. There's definitely a market there for it. The photography for accessories gets really, really easy once you find that really nice setup. This is something that I do. I just use a stool, but basically if you can find a nice background and you've got a nice stool to work with, and you can create it and make it your own and give the buyer what they want to see so that there's less questions and faster sales. All right, that concludes this video. I really hope you found it useful and it's helped you. And give accessories a go and start putting them in your Depop and your vintage shops. I've been walking past the accessories stand at the charity shop and the car boot sales. Now is the time to take a peek and see what you can find. I really hope this video has helped your confidence grow with accessories. Also be sure to check out Fleek as well, because they have products in bulk that you might not be able to find in charity shops and car boot sales, especially if you're looking to build a business and a brand. Fleek is the way to go if you're looking to get the stock as soon as possible. So give it a go. It's all linked down in the description box below. Let us know how you get on. The best part about this is you don't have to make accessories your entire business. You can have statement pieces as well, similarly to what I do. I have accessories, but I've also got waistcoats and knitwear and leather jackets as well. Yeah, you don't have to make accessories your whole business. I'm not saying that. Even adding a few high quality statement pieces, especially when they're accessories, can keep your margins higher and moving, make those faster sales, and actually grow your business faster as well. If you found this video really useful, please subscribe to the channel, like the video and turn the bell notification on so that you'll never miss when we post. I really hope this video has given you the confidence to check out Fleek today and see if you can actually start shopping accessories for your shop and curate the shop of your dreams. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.